Ever get started on a custom tab in Acumatica and think, this is going to be easy, and then you hit a wall?
Oh, yeah. I've been there.
Well, that's what we're diving into today.
Okay, cool.
So picture this. Client needs a custom tab on the stock item screen with a grid. And in that grid, a selector field.
Pretty standard stuff.
Right. But here's the twist. This selector, it's got to be dynamically filtered.
Oh.
Based on what the user chooses in another selector.
Okay.
And get this, it's on a different form, but on the same custom tab.
So what they pick in one spot changes what they even see in the other.
Exactly.
Ah, that's where it gets tricky.
And that's the problem that Premalatha ran into.
Premalatha?
Yeah, she's an associate software engineer over at Tiana Solutions.
Okay.
She's got like 2.6 years of experience and has already tackled over 250 different Acumatica scenarios.
Wow. So she's seen a lot. What was the specific issue with this one?
So in Acumatica, the selector in the grid, by default, it just shows all the options.
From the setup screen.
Right. It doesn't automatically filter based on what's chosen in that other selector.
I see.
So for example, let's say on that form selector, they've chosen weekend.
Okay, like representing a specific product code or something.
Exactly.
Right.
Now the grid selector, that's for picking an attribute code, should only show Saturday and Sunday.
Right, not the whole week.
But by default.
It'd show all 7 days.
Yep.
Which isn't what the client wanted.
Not at all.
So Premalatha had to basically override that and like make the grid selector smarter.
Yeah, and she did.
Cool.
So she dug in and customized the mode.
Oh, wow, okay.
She used joins and where conditions to filter the data in that grid selector.
So it would respond to what was picked in the form selector.
Exactly.
Okay, so for those of us who don't code every day, can you explain how that actually works?
Sure. So she basically told the system, like, hey, if this value is chosen over here, then only show these options in the grid.
Okay, so it's all about that connection between the two.
Yep, cause and effect.
But within Acumatica's rules, I see the cleverness there. It's not just knowing Acumatica, you got to know how to like bend it to your will.
Totally. And to get a little more technical, she created a separate class within the DS.
Okay.
And referenced that in the selector.
So it's like a super smart filter.
Yeah, but instead of the user seeing it, it's in the code itself.
Gotcha. Did it work?
It did.
Nice.
The client got exactly what they needed.
The dynamic filter.
Between the form and the grid.
Awesome. So it solved the technical problem.
Yeah.
And made it more user-friendly.
Exactly.
A win-win.
It's always satisfying when you can do that.
Yeah.
Not just fix a bug, but actually make the system better for the people using it.
It really shows you how important it is to not just know Acumatica.
Right.
But to really understand how to customize it.
Yeah, like what tools and techniques you can use.
Premalatha's solution is a perfect example of that. Thinking outside the box. Absolutely. It's about knowing where those levers and dials are and how to tweak them to get what your client needs.
I bet there are tons of Acumatica consultants out there who've run into this kind of thing.
Or will at some point.
For sure. So what's the big takeaway here? What can people learn from this?
Don't let Acumatica's default behavior limit you.
Yeah.
If you know a little coding,
you
can make some really powerful solutions.
And if you're not a coding expert,
or
just need some help,
there's help out there.
Exactly. Like Tiana Solutions.
We specialize in this stuff.
Yep. They've got a whole team of Acumatica consultants
who've seen it all
and solved all sorts of problems.
Exactly.
They're the people you want on your side when you hit a snag.
For sure.
And hey, maybe your solution will be on a future deep dive.
Yeah.
Inspiring other consultants.
That'd be awesome.
So if you're looking for help with your Acumatica implementations, give Tiana Solutions a call at 678-910-2774. And that's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.